caught my brother having intimacy with my dog. My 15-year-old brother has recently been showing signs that he has reached the stage of puberty where all he can think about is intimacy. He completely looks the part too. Face full of acne, greasy combed over hair, and a little bit of peach fuzz on his upper lip that radiates straight actiony energy. Just by the way he looks, you can tell that he gets no play whatsoever. My brother has never had a girlfriend, but he will constantly pull up Instagram and talk to me about the girls being super hot or super efkable. Anyways, fast forward to our poor dog. I had been noticing my dog acting different lately. We have had this dog for 10 years, and usually she is full of energy, always running to us and jumping on us when we get home, always barking and wanting to play games. For the past month, she had been acting really weird. When I got home from school, there was no barking and she didn't come running or jumping. She just stayed in her dog bed pretty much all day. She also is usually always hungry and begging for food, but now she barely eats anything, even when I fill up the entire food bowl for her. At first I didn't think much of it, as she is getting pretty old and I thought she was just tired or weak. However, one day my brother told my parents that he was sick and they let him stay home from school. My parents both work 9-to-5 jobs, and I don't get back from school until 3 o'clock. One day I decided to go home during one of my free periods because I had left my math notebook at home. When I walked in the house, I could hear a weird noise coming from upstairs. I walked upstairs to go check it out, and as I got closer, I could hear what sounded like my brother grunting and panting. At first I thought he was just shaking off, but I started to hear a higher, squeaky sound as well. I started becoming suspicious, so I decided to take a quick peek into my brother's room. I crept up to his doorway and slowly peeked my head around the doorpost. Oh my GD, there he was, naked, and on his knees on the floor with 2 hands grabbing either side of my sweet little dog's body, thrusting his pelvis back and forth against the back end of my dog. I let out a gasp, and my brother immediately turned and saw me and yelled at me to get out. I couldn't believe what I had just seen. I told my parents when they got back from work what I had just witnessed, and my mom nearly passed out on the ground when I told her. My parents decided that my brother isn't allowed to be near the dog anymore, and we are still deciding whether or not we will put her down to rid her of the suffering she has gone through. My poor dog, she was so sweet and now she is forever stained by my pubescent brothers.